Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to proudly present another successful experiment, a double DPS comp, Shadow Priest Destruction Warlock. Yes, indeed. So we started off at around 2.2 MMR, and we ended up at a little over 2.4. That was really juicy. The comp itself is not that hard to play. If you have the basics down, just do a lot of CC, do a lot of damage, keep your teammate alive, kill the bad guys. It's not very complicated. Shadow Priests have a lot of... Shadow Priests have decent damage and a lot of utility. Warlocks have a ton of damage and really good CC chains. So together, we have fused. And today, I'm gonna walk you through the result of our collaboration. So this is one of the first games we played together. It's against Lord Zen the Priest and Easy Peas the Rogue. And a lot of things are gonna happen really fast, so it's time to rap god it. I get zapped, my Warlock goes into the corner and snipes the Rogue out of stealth with an Infernal, absolutely insane. I'm gonna get feared and I'm gonna Will of the Forsaken that because I expect I can fade the blind afterwards. Meanwhile, my Warlock is just spamming fear and applying his dots to the Rogue, gets a double coil, I get full insanity, we have Infernal down, Dark Soul, Void Form, and the Rogue does cloak it, which was a really good idea. He goes for a kidney shot, I grip him on the kidney shot, he also walls, which is kind of a bad idea, but if we didn't know, I grip him from the smoke bomb, and here I'm moving backwards so that the Rogue cannot blind me out of stealth. But that is exactly what he does, because he got dispelled by the Priest, so he blinds me, really good blind, I can't trinket it. I'm gonna get feared here by the Priest, and I decide to trinket a 1 second fear, which is a really bad idea, and it's gonna come biting me in the ass in just a second. Here we're just doing big damage on the Rogue. I pop my big ass blaster, but I realize there's pain suppression, so I'm gonna cancel my ass blaster because after pain suppression, they have nothing. No cloak, no vanish, nothing. Kidney shot here, and I didn't see that mind control coming. I was milking my life swap for so long, and I was so sure Warlock's gonna die here without me swapping him, but he gets a coil on the Rogue, a fear on the Priest, I get the life swap, I get the ass blaster, and we manage to kill the Rogue. Thank God. On the second game, we have Batten the OG Druid and Ravi the Monk. And here I'm going in. I kind of want the Monk to go on me because I have a slight chance of fading the Karma, whereas my Warlock has to straight out just eat all of it. I get pounced by the Druid. The Druid dispels my VT, and I should have just stunned the Monk and silenced Druid and fear him, but instead I stunned the Druid and we coiled the Monk. I should probably save my stuns for the Monk in this game, but I used a lot of them on the Druid, which is kind of a mistake. And here we pump everything we have, Infernal, Void Form, Dark Soul, into the Monk. He Karmas straight away, and they kind of panic because they also use Iron Bark. And I'm not sure if I want to go through Karma, but hey, I say I play with a Warlock, I'm just going to go through Karma. I summon my Psyfiend, and I'm just going to go ham PvE mode, just sit here in the back and cast like it's a Mythic Plus. And now I see he's summoning his boy, so he's going to burst again. I grip my Warlock away from Fist of Fury. The Monk's going to use his last defensive here, his Diffuse Magic, and my Warlock almost dies, so I life swap him. Thank God I got the life swap. And I silence the Druid here, and I blast the Monk. He's a Night Elf, so he can just counter my blast. We overlap a coil with a stun there. If we didn't do that, that might have been a GG. But they're really low on cooldowns now, and I'm not gonna push in, because if I push in right now, they're gonna force dispersion and they're gonna kill me. There's no way of me pushing in. I have to stay out in the open and just wait for them to come to us. We have to play like that. If it's deep dampening, the more they wait, the better it is for us. Obviously, if they wait for Karma, we're kind of screwed. So they're gonna wait. They're gonna wait for Karma. I'm gonna sit here in the back. I'm gonna get out of combat and use a Health Stone because it resets the cooldown, so I can use 2 Health Stones in the same game if they decide to go me now. And the Monk's in the open. I say that I'm gonna stun the Monk more because I realize I'm stunning the Druid way too much. Although we did stun the Monk here, so this is a good moment where I should have actually stunned the Druid, but I stunned the Monk instead on DR. I get the fear, and there's 2 seconds left on the Karma. We get 1 bolt, and he dies with 1 second left of the Karma. That was so close. That was an insane game. Very close. So in this next game, I'm gonna be their target of choice, and there is my spec right there. Also, I'm playing a Haste Versatility set in all of these games, and this game's against Fabricia the DK and Salty QT the Paladin. And we're waiting for the DK to kind of come in the open, and whoever he decides to go on, you know, we can't really stop him. He's gonna go for me, he's gonna grip me, stun me, pop Unholy Frenzy, so I will fade that as soon as I can because I don't want to eat all those necrotic strikes. But meanwhile, my Warlock is blasting from the back, Dark Soul, Infernal, and everything. So the DK is gonna AMS and run for the hills, which is really good. That's exactly what he should be doing. So we're just gonna kill his pet because, you know, we thirst for blood. We have to kill something while we have cooldowns. We're gonna kill his pet, and we're not gonna really push in, because if we push in and we play on that small side of the pillar, it's not very good for us. We kind of want them in the open so we can free cast. He decides to grip my warlock here, but don't worry, they're still gonna go on me. My warlock gets a double coil. We get a fear on the DK. I get a stun on the DK, a sounds on the paladin. The DK is gonna use his Lichborn, which is kind of like an IBF, shorter cooldown. I get stunned on my ass blaster here, and my warlock is free casting, and he gets a stun on the paladin, really low HP on the DK, and I get my ass blaster, and we get a sack and an AMZ. And here, my mind control, if it was 0.5 seconds, if I waited 0.5 seconds, I would have had a full mind control, but instead I get a DR mind control for 1 second. But oh well, I fear the paladin. I get the bobble really, really quickly, so I kind of redeem myself a little bit. But this is a difficult situation for us, because they stabilized, and we're kind of out of a lot of damaging cooldowns. My warlock is free casting, and as you can see, the DK's HP is not really moving. He has full Rooney power, so he can always heal back up, so it's not looking very good. All I have left is my life swap and my health stone and my gateway. That's all the defensives I've got. But the paladin doesn't have trinket or bubble, so I kind of want to go him. We silence the DK here and we stun the paladin, and the DK really got a little scared there, so he ran behind the pillar, which is really good because we were targeting the DK. But I think me and the warlock are actually on the same page here, and we both decide to go on the paladin. I get the big heal, and we are blasting him, but I can't really reach because now he's playing on top where it's easy for him to line of sight me. So I'm just gonna stay down here with this monster. The DK is destroying me. That's an AMS. That AMS was a little suspicious because he was full HP and the paladin was not in any CC. But now I have nothing. That was my last fade. I have no more cooldowns. All I have is a gate, but he can always grip the gate. So I'm gonna try to wait for the grip, and there's the grip, and thank God he gripped me. Now I can move away. I can gate away, stay alive for 1 more second. Now we have nothing, but they have nothing. So whoever gets the first big go wins. And there's an Infernal, and you know what that means. Double coil, stun on the DK, Siphoned, all of my damage. I have a stance for the Paladin as well, but hey, I don't even have to press it because the DK goes down. I was really close in the end. It came down to the wire, and that was a GG. Now this next game is against Static, the Disc Priest, and Quoxixo, the Rogue. And I open up with a Shadow Crash, shield on myself, a shield on my Warlock. I get zapped, and the Priest is gonna push in probably for a Fear, but he gets rooted, he dismounts, and the Rogue's just gonna open on me with a Garrote. And a big pump. My Warlock goes for an Infernal, really good peels. There's a smoke bomb, so I fade the kidney shot, a really good fade there. But the Rogue's still gonna pump Vendetta into me, and he's just gonna kill me. Normally I would like to disperse. If I wouldn't have fade, I would have dispersed here because it's Vendetta, but my Warlock is doing such a good job peeling. He's fearing, bolt, fear, bolt, fear, bolt. And the Priest does respond with the pain suppression, a really good pain suppression on the, Dark Soul and Infernals and everything, but he also trinkets a fear, which is kind of an overlap in my opinion. I do disperse here because Vendetta was still ticking for a couple more seconds and I was getting pretty low. And my Warlock gets blinded, he trinkets, and the Rogue goes for a Vanish Sap, but he cannot get the Sap because it's a Warlock and the Warlock has pets. And the pet keeps him in combat even if you blind them. And right here, as you can see, my contribution to this game is not exactly too immense. I would like, ideally, to line of sight the Priest, but this is it! My biggest contribution, the Ass Blaster comes through, and I get the Cloak from the Rogue because of the Ass Blaster. And right now, I have to trinket swap here. Right now, both teams are kind of out of cooldowns. All I have left is, I think, a Healthstone, and all they have left... Okay, now they have nothing left. All they had was Trinket from Rogue, now they have nothing. So my Warlock is doing again his signature move with Bolt, Fear, Bolt, Fear, Bolt, Fear. I get a stun on the Rogue, I get a Siphon, and my Siphon is sucking them hard. They know we don't have anything, and they kind of have to, kill us before I get my dispersion back. So the Rogue pushes in with a kidney shot, Priest gets feared, and he's gonna go for a fear on my Warlock now. I see him going for it, so I'm gonna mass this spell before the Rogue comes back and stop me. And the Rogue comes back to stop me, but a little too late because he gets put down with a silence on the Priest. It was pretty close towards the end. Neither team had any cooldowns left, but we managed to squeeze in the win. And the Priest is gonna try to 1v2 us, but hey, he's not a Resto Druid, so he's not gonna be able to do it. Alright, I'm gonna go through one more game against Christmas, the Shaman, and Dodgejal, I think, the DK. We played a lot of games against these guys. So this time they're gonna go for my Warlock, and they're pumping everything, Abomination, everything they've got. Shaman's doing a good job line of sighting me. Here I'm just sitting in the back. Shaman gets a Dispel. Soon I'm gonna go for some CC. The AMS, because I believe that is cooldowns from Papa. Also, I go up for a Vampiric Embrace with a big Void Eruption to help my Warlock stay alive. And it helps him quite a bit. You can see a lot of heals like popping out of him. Because, I mean, this is a really short game. We get a stun, we get a blast, the Ice Blaster into a silence, and Christmas was playing Relentless, so he cannot trinket to Link, and the DK goes down. That was a really short game. There you have it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed those games. I have so many more. We played so much. We played like 7 hours in 2 days. This comp is so fun. It's way more fun than playing healer DPS. And even more fun than 3v3 in my opinion. So if you guys want to see more, just let me know. I can also make some sort of montage with without me talking in the background, just the gameplay itself. Maybe that would be pretty good as well. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya! By the way, I streamed all of these games live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/. Come check it out. I stream every day. Cap!